it's life-changing. I'm not telling you this as your doctor. I'm telling you as someone who has struggled in and out of Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Dr. Linda, and on this channel I share videos related to health, career, lifestyle, motherhood, and my all-time favorite hobby, which is DIY. So guys, today we'll be talking about sleep hygiene. You may be wondering, why do I have to pay attention to this thing called sleep hygiene? If you've ever experienced difficulty in sleeping, falling asleep, or difficulty in staying asleep, or you just find out that after sleeping at night you feel like you're not well rested, then what you're experiencing is something we call insomnia, especially if this has happened over a prolonged period of time. And in that case, you will actually benefit a lot from improving your sleep hygiene. So guys, insomnia is real. Like, any doctor who works in the general outpatient will tell you that lack of sleep is a complaint that we come across very frequently, and clinical consultations sometimes do not give you all the time that you need to give this advice to your patient as regards how they can improve their sleep hygiene. And that is why I decided to make this video. So if you have ever thought that your health problems were associated with lack of adequate sleep, or you have ever had a diagnosis of insomnia, this video is going to be of great help to you as we go through all the details of sleep hygiene, starting from what you should do during the day, to what you should do before sleep time, to how to prepare for sleep time, and how to sleep through that period, and what to do in case you wake up abruptly and need to go back to sleep. So if this is something you want to know about, then please watch this video till the very end, and please do not forget to subscribe or click the notification bell, and remember to share this video with anybody who is going to need it. So I know you can agree with me that, I mean, the country is quite stressful as it is. A lot of things are happening all over the world, globally, on the economic level, on the social level, and that can be quite stressful at some point when you think about it, and that could also trigger anxiety that could make you find it difficult to fall asleep, and that is where sleep hygiene comes in. So anybody, if you wonder who actually needs the sleep hygiene, if you have a difficulty going to bed, you have a difficulty in maintaining like sustained sleep time, or going back to sleep after you wake up, probably to pee or something, then sleep hygiene is definitely something that you will benefit from. So this basically refers to things that you can do to improve the sleep environment and enable you have a more refreshing sleep time. Okay, sometimes I've heard people say, doctor, after sleeping I wake up still feeling like I just came out from the farm. I wake up feeling tired. I wake up feeling like I've been thinking in my sleep. Well, I can honestly relate to that, because I know how sometimes I struggle with having adequate sleep, and I wake up feeling that same way. So you're not alone. Whenever I feel that way, then I begin to review recent happenings. Am I stressed? Am I picking up some bad habits here and there that are actually affecting my sleep hygiene? And then I decide in that moment to tackle it. Okay, so now let's get started. I've talked about who needs this, and I've talked about a rough overview of what sleep hygiene is. So I would like to discuss this in 4 components just to help you remember it better. The first thing is the general thing that you should do as regards sleep hygiene, and then we'll go ahead to talk about the specifics that you do before bedtime, and then we'll talk about what you should do when you experience interrupted sleep, and then lastly what you can do to help you sleep back after you have, like, maybe you just went to pee and you find out you can't go back to sleep. Okay, so let's start. The routine thing I know you've heard this a lot of times, but I'm going to say it again. You can't run away from having a good exercise routine. Guys, it's life-changing. I'm not telling you this as your doctor. I'm telling you as someone who has struggled in and out of sticking to fitness routine, and oh goodness gracious, whenever I am not like on a fitness routine for like a month or more, I can tell that heavy feeling. I just feel, I may not have added so much weight, but I just feel so rusty across my joints and all. And my bowel movement just changes. So many things, I feel quite tired, wake up tired and all of that. But when I start going back into my exercise routine again, or upping my physical activity game, I can't explain the difference. It's so clear. Like I feel like a new brand baby, a brand new baby or something. So you can't run away from having a good exercise routine. It's not something, you mustn't be in a gym. I always say this. You can do this from home. You can do this at your convenience. You can do what works for you. You can incorporate it into your daily routine, like your occupation or the house chores around the house, or what you do for leisure. It mustn't be a cut out, oh, this is like the time for exercise, especially if you're struggling with time. Okay, so an exercise routine is very important if you really think that you want to improve your sleep hygiene, because when you have done that and increase oxygen circulation, blood flow to the body, to the brain, and used up a significant quantity rather of energy in the body, your body feels tired at the end of the day, just sufficient enough for it to require rest. Okay, now I've said this thing about exercise, but that doesn't mean that it's an hour to bedtime and you start exercising. That can actually be counterproductive. Usually advise, if you're struggling with sleep, then 4 hours to sleep time, you avoid any form of exercise. Okay, so that is one thing. 2 is your diet. You need to eat healthy. You need to eat your fruits and vegetables, your whole food, but most importantly, you need to eat the right proportions. You can't be overeating, especially a few hours to bedtime, 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. That can actually make it difficult for you to fall asleep. All right, other things you want to look at as well would be your routine. You can't run away from having a routine. You can't be haphazard about how you send signals to the brain about sleep time. So it's 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. then that's it. You can't just say, I wake up today by 7, I wake up today by 9, I wake up today by 4, and I go to bed by 12 today, I go to bed by 1, just do it anyhow. That can work for you. It has been working for you before you had a sleep problem. That can work for you while you're younger, but as you begin to get older and maybe adulting life and things, I don't know what would be the trigger, because different people have different triggers. When that starts happening, those evolutions start happening, then you need to make some adjustments and ensure that you have a routine that supports your sleep. That is part of the sleep hygiene. So you need to pick when you wake up and when you want to sleep off, and ensure that that is a time frame that enables you to have adequate sleep. Usually we would recommend about 7 hours of sleep at night for good physical and mental health. Okay, so other things you want to look into would include intake of alcohol, smoking, caffeine, recreational medication, recreational drugs that are stimulating, because this can actually hinder your sleep pattern or interrupt your sleep pattern, thereby predisposing you to insomnia, which is inadequate sleep. Okay, so that is about the general things that you can do. Okay, so let's talk about the things you do directly before bedtime. So we talked about avoiding exercises about 4 hours before bedtime, because that can actually kind of stimulate you and make you feel even more alert, which is not something that you need to fall asleep. All right, so do your exercise routines, but do not put it just within that time frame. Okay, that will really be of help to you. The other thing you want to make sure of, you see that thing called bedroom? A bed is in the room, and that bed should be for 3. That bedroom should be for just 3 things: for sleep, for sexual activity, and for dressing and undressing. Any other thing should not be in the room. I know the Netflix and chill behavior, where you think that the room is where you sit down to Netflix and chill, you know, watch the movie till you fall asleep, or play that music till you fall asleep, or read that book all snuggled up in bed. I really don't think that is really being of help to you. So I would recommend that you do not keep doing that, especially if you're struggling with having adequate sleep. Okay, that is one thing. Another thing I would like you to know is that it's really helpful when you unwind. Okay, it's a way of telling the body, oh, the day is over, I'm ready to get to bed. It's just like how we're saying don't exercise, because you tell the body, I'm about to get started. All right, that is the same way you have to unwind. So within the hour to bedtime, so if you've picked 9 p.m. as your bedtime, so within 8 to 9 you will be doing things that will unwind you. You know, this is the time to pamper yourself. Be intentional about taking care of your being. So you could have slow music playing in the background, dim the lights, change to something that you like, have a shower, massage those stiff areas with oil. If you have someone to help you, that would be really nice. But if you don't have someone to help you, you can actually do it by yourself. You know, ease off the tension on your facial areas. Do your breathing exercise in and out, and after you've done all of that, okay, exhale the stress, inhale the beauty, and you know, all the beautiful thoughts of what you want life to become for you, right? So use that 1 hour to unwind. Preferably, how I like to do this, I use the 30 minutes before that sleep time to, maybe if I have anything to write down that I want for the next day, I write it down, I plan, I do my to-do list for the next day, and then I do this unwinding. Okay, so that I don't jump into bed after your apparent unwinding and start thinking, oh, tomorrow I will call this person, I will send this mail, I'll reply this, I'll reach out to this, I will do that. You are jerking your body back into the alert states, and that's not what you're planning for when you want to go to bed. Are you coming with me? Are you with me? So let your unwinding period actually be an unwinding period. Relax, have that shower, sip that drink, not a drink that will stimulate you, and then ease off into bed. And now this brings us to your sleep environment. Brothers and sisters, what does your sleep environment look like and feel like? Now, I know I'm going to shake a table here, but it is really important. Some people, when you're stepping out of the house in the morning, you're trying to find that dress. Oh, I'm running late, I woke up late. You open the drawer, you pull this, pull that, bring out the jacket. Alas, you're here, you wear it, and everything is dumped on the bed. And then you go to work, then you come back in the evening and you meet your bed all scattered. And you're so tired, you don't even know where to start from. So you just push everything to one end, and you just lie down and sleep. How do you want sleep to be amazing? How? It just can't be the same with someone who comes into a room with, like, I like to have blue lights in my room because of this. Let me say you have blue lights or whatever color you like, you have it in your room. You come into the room with a well-made bed, maybe a satin bed sheet or a cotton bed sheet, whatever brand of bed sheet you like, a beautiful color that you like. Let me say you're girly, you like a pink color bed sheet, or you just want something neutral, maybe cream or white. You have it all laid out, neatly spread with the duvet and some very warm, snuggly pillow on that bed. Oh God, and you just come back and like, finally, my room awaits me, and you just jump into the bed. That must be really relaxing already, you know, that's already you unwinding, you know. So your sleep environment has to be like, it has to motivate you to want to sleep. So is it soft, is it cozy, are the lights dim, is the temperature cool? Now people say this country we are living in, sometimes you might not be able to have the temperature through the night, but I mean, you make the attempts that you can make, and that will really go a long way to help your sleep pattern. Okay, so having your environment thought out beforehand and trying to be consistent with ensuring that environment. The basic things here is the temperature of the room, the lights. You can't have bright lights all over, disco lights in your room and you want to sleep. The noise, take out noisy things from that room. It's not a place to watch TV, it's a place to sleep, okay? And that would really help you with your sleep hygiene. So these are the things that you should do before bedtime, okay? Having done all of this, let's assume that you have gotten all of this right, and then you jump into your bed to sleep. And then 2 minutes later, or let's say an hour later, you're awake and you can't go back to bed. Most people will pick up their phone at this point and start pressing, or put on the TV, or start reading a book. This is all a no, no, no. You don't want to stimulate yourself in bed. So what you're going to do is get up from the bed and walk around out of that bed, because remember we said the bed is just for 3 days, okay? Out of that bed, and then pick up a book, which is a non-stimulating activity, and read a few pages. You'll find out. When I was in school, we used to practice this joke that sleep was our natural you know, our natural sedative. Once you want to sleep, you will not sleep, you'll be pressing your phone 4 hours straight, nothing. Then once you pick up your book, you read 4 lines and you will be sleepy. So you can pick up a book and try to read, and then, or a newspaper, and then, or play music again, and then get back into bed. So let me go back a little. So if you wake up now and you spend like 20 minutes trying to get back to sleep and sleep doesn't come, then you need to step out of that bed and look for a non-stimulating activity to do. For instance, like reading, okay? And when you have done this and it doesn't work, you repeat it. Most times you will actually begin to get results from that routine. All right, so you try to repeat the cycle, and then hopefully you will fall asleep. One thing you will not do is pick up your phone and start checking all the social media updates and replying late night messages. I'm really guilty of that, but I mean, we talk about this thing so that we all can, you know, improve our health. We are all work in progress. So one thing you should not do is start reading, put on a movie, or, you know, while in bed. Whatever you want to do, step out, do that stuff. Sleep starts coming onto you, then you jump back into bed, okay? And then you will actually find out that all of this, when you do all of this for a while, let's say going to 2 weeks, you would actually feel an improvement. The first step for insomnia is not pills. So please don't go disturbing your doctors for pills when they tell you they can't give you pills to sleep, because every drug has its side effects as well. The first thing we want to do is assess your lifestyle and then make these adjustments. So guys, if you think that this is you struggling with sleep, then I recommend that you make these changes. If you found this video helpful, you know what to do. Subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so that whenever I post any of my premium content, you will be in the know. And do not forget to share this video with somebody that will find this video very helpful. Alright guys, till next time, I remain your amazing doctor, Dr. Linda.